Your discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
Spend time with your family?
Sure I do.
Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
Bad Boys is one mission, wrestling through the stories, hardest hits and boldest takes. No holds barred, no punches pulled. This is Blackharts Angels. On the case, on the call, breaking down it all. Spotlights hot, no time to stall. Char, Lady B, Binky got the fire. Stacey and Draya take it even higher. We see the action, we know the game. Telling the truth, calling the names. Legends rise and stories unfold. Champions crowned, fearless and bold. Blackharts Angels, all eyes on us. Lights flash bright when we step up from the ring to the mic. We run this fight. Wrestling's our mission, we're locked in tight.
Oh, snap, but we back. Hold on. Some people do some doing. But welcome to Blackharts Angels. I mean, of course, you wouldn't be seeing me on a Saturday afternoon, but because of 3 angels are sick and the other one is stuck at work, Char's the only Iron Woman here. I don't want her being here. I want her being here by herself. So I decided to join the ranks today and run the dashboard for them in their absence. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't believe in that shit anymore.
I don't either.
Just happy that some of you guys are here. For all the single people, love yourself today. This is what today's supposed to be, by the way. Loving yourself, not loving anyone else. All right. So that's just my advice to everyone that's coming into the fold, I guess I suppose. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Be notified for a time when we do a live stream, that type of shit like that, when we drop something, everything else like that. Guess I did my job today. Linktree, follow the Linktree everywhere. Off the Top Roast Podcast. You search that in the search bar, you find all our stuff in there, audios, videos, and the merchandise stores are still up and running. Go check those out. And then of course, the brand baby, before my mic got cut off, W Energy, get the boosting energy that you need. 15% off, only 10% off your coupon code with using OTTR at w.gg. Same thing for Okaze clothing, which is 15% at okazeclothing.com, and Habits 365, which is another 15% at habits365.com with the coupon code OTTR mob, son. And then last but not least, Swift Energy Drink. If you don't want to do W, you can choose Swift. It's easy enough as is with the same coupon code for 10% off. And then, of course, the Bonfire Store, bonfire/store/Off the Top Roast Podcast to find the updated merch from not only Blackharts Angels, the Mod Man Show, the Wrestling Asylum, and more. And also for you security fans, get your OTTR security t-shirt. Too, if you want to be doing wrestling events with me, doing security, that would definitely be something mindful. Definitely about that. And of course, it's a paid gig. So, can't speak about that any highly to that. But definitely go check out the merchandise store at bonfire.com/store/Off the Top Ropes Podcast. All right, I had to take a little breather for that one. But we are here. It's me and Char.
Yes.
Original. My disciple, my pupil, my prodigy. Not like Roxanne.
The OG first lady here.
Yes. And always will be the first lady here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh, like you said, Valentine's Day, not exactly for me, but like you said, love yourself today. If you're single, just love yourself, spoil yourself. Just have a great day. Enjoy your day.
Yep. I hear you on that. Well, things are going to be changed a little bit today, only because we didn't even know what the hell this special guest is. The no call, no show. So that's already a bad sign right there. But yeah, so he no call, no show, no Stacey, no Draya, no Binky, no Lady B.
No.
It's just basically just the OGs. So
Yeah.
we had to kind of like switch things up a little bit differently today
Kind of
because
wing
of
it a
all
little
this.
bit.
Yeah, because of all these fucking changes and shit that really fucked up everything.
Oh.
Then you know what? I'm just going to restart about what the hell that we talked about last night with the Epstein files. Epstein files that we, the mob men, talked about last night. More Epstein files and documentation has been released. Now putting WWE legends names into the mix next to Ashley Mazzaro's name, Marissa Soul. She was the first one, her first name that got released. But there's more, ladies and gentlemen, as we still following the list. Pedro Morales, your first ever Intercontinental Champion for the WWF and WWF. Mr. Fuji, your beloved manager from the 80s and early 90s. From the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. And last but not least, Bruno Sammartino's name also popped up on the Epstein's files list. And then we get a conversation between Mr. Epstein and Dr. Fauci. Yet the same Dr. Fauci that tells you the World Organization of Health tells you about COVID. They had a really good conversation about Mr. Fuji's and Pedro Morales' death, how they was kind of shocked about it. But you kind of see where there's going to be more names popping up, and we talked about it last night, that they're not going to release the list right the fuck away. This is all going to be fucking breadcrumbs for the next, maybe next 4 to 5 years. There's going to be more names popped up. There has been some names that hasn't been announced yet, but they're still verifying a lot of things, and there's a lot of 70s and 80s, and even some 90s wrestlers were. I'm not going to say part of the list, but they might be part of that same. So it's dicey right now. I was the person that actually was there, that actually showed up there, even if it was just for a party. If your name is on that list, they're going to be questioning you now too.
Yeah.
And so, Char, since you're the only one that is here and you are fresh new to this whole Epstein files thing, what do you make about this?
I don't know what to make of it. I mean, it's like all these legends, like especially with like Bruno. When you think about like Bruno and one of the biggest world champions in the history of WWE, long standing, the longest reigning one too at that. It's crazy. Like some of these big names in there. Pedro Morales, the IC champion, Mr. Fuji. Oh my gosh, the longtime manager. Yeah. And then none of these people are living either. So it's like, what the hell, man? This is crazy. And there's going to be probably more names released that we haven't heard about yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to get
listen. There definitely is. There definitely is for sure. They just leaving little trails and shit just to divide you, distract you right now. But when it comes to bigger names, if these names pop up like a Hulk Hogan or Roddy Piper, that even Jimmy Snuka, if his name popped up in there, I wouldn't be surprised. But some people it's dicey because we see how the world is right now. We see what society is transforming into, and if you're living in this matrix and shit, and you're seeing what the fuck is going on, you be disgusted yourself about what the hell's going on and what's been kind of swept under the rug for many years, for decades worth of shit. That you could have gotten the fucking electric chair or lethal injection for your crimes. But yet somehow, and I'll make a note of this too. 3 black men, oh no, that's a fucking RICO case. But you got the Ku Klux Klan, who is 155,000 members. That's a nationalist group. When we know that some of those people underneath those masks does do the same things that all these other perverted motherfuckers do.
For real,
like you guys are protecting them. That's something that I can't fathom, because we see a lot of these people. We seen Puffy just go to jail, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's a scapegoat, but what's really going on right now with the bigger picture with the Epstein files? And since Epstein is dead, they can't charge a dead man.
No,
They get to
unfortunately.
charge whoever the fuck that's actually still kicking, is still living, and they got
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah.
You can't go after the person that's dead. You can't go after the fucking estate.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And then I remember seeing the attorney general even saying if we went after everyone in the Epstein files, it would be it was the whole world will be in chaos. I don't give a fuck about no fucking chaos, bitch. Lock these motherfuckers up. Start reading the secret shit. We still need to know who killed Biggie. We still need to know who killed fucking. We still need to know who killed motherfucking Fred Hampton. We still need to know who killed X amount of people that we are not dying justice for.
No.
That's just so fucking stupid, bro. Like, just no, like I just don't like that shit. Well, KB, if you want to join in, let me know, man. I'll send you the link too. Since it's just the both of us here, anyway. So go nuts. Bobby,
Hi, Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
KB, ain't you supposed to be on a date with your woman or something like that? Like, today's Valentine's Day, little boy. Like, what you doing here? But I digress. I digress on that. But what I mean like that is we see a lot of these people. Like, we hear the news, we read the newspapers, we need these tabloid articles on our phones. We know what's going on, but nothing is being done about it.
No,
nothing is, because you want to know why? There's so many people that's involved. There's so many people that's involved in this shit. That's why they don't want to press charges on anyone, because what the hell is going to happen with the world if you charge Elon Musk, if you charge Bill Gates that actually popped up to that Epstein files and shit? You already know Bill Gates' name is inside that file. You know that he is. And he was talking to Dr. Fauci about the whole COVID shit. As if you looked at that documentation, all this shit was pre-planned since 2017, folks. That's why we were locked up in a fucking crate for like 3 fucking years. And we all had to make a choice of whether to say either get vaccinated and keep your job or not get vaccinated and lose your job. Which one you think that when you put that pressure on someone to be like, yo, I gotta pay rent and bills, but you're trying to stop me for not working because I didn't get vaccinated? What is that supposed to mean? So all this shit right here, it's just a big ass ball of yarn that's now being pulled out. Now the ball's getting smaller. Who's coming out to play? That's all that this whole thing is. Waiting to see who's the last ones left.
Exactly. Like you said, like you said, who the hell cares? Like you said, there's people out there that have been killed that we still haven't figured out their stories. A lot of these guys they're protecting for whatever reason. Unleash all these names, put them in jail, lock them up. They're criminals too. I mean, they're not innocent in any of this shit. So I mean, like, why are we protecting them? I don't know. I mean, like you said, there's all these rich billionaire, mumbo jumbo shit. Like, yeah, okay, the head of Apple, Elon Musk, all these rich people, they're in the Epstein files. If you don't want to protect them, you want to protect them for whatever reason. Like, hello, throw the other asses in jail. I don't give a fuck. Like, just do it.
It's bullshit.
It is.
It's just bullshit because your favorite celebrities is part of that list.
Yeah,
that's really what the true thing is. That's what the truth is. Your favorite celebrities is probably inside that file, and that's the reason why they don't want to fucking release it. Well, they don't want to release the whole. I don't know how many pages the fuck that is. I don't know how many documentation that is. But it's so many to the point where it goes back 30 fucking years.
Yeah, it's 30 years. It's got to be like
it's been swept under the rug and everything else like that, and no one said a goddamn word. Because you want to know why? They probably have information on them too to say, hey, you go and yap becomes about this. We're going to do. I mean, we're going to exploit you with this.
Yeah,
and that's how you keep motherfuckers shut. Like, it's fucked up. Like for real. Like, it's something that I had to really think about for a long period of time about conspiracy theories, and people are telling us don't dive in too much about conspiracy theory because it warp your mind, that type of shit. Maybe there's a reason why for those.
For real. Like, I think they said that there's a good 5,000 or 50,000 pages of the Epstein files that they're hiding and they won't release to the public. It's like, why? What are you hiding there? Whose names are there that you want to protect? No. Unveil it, release it. People need to know. Like, Even if it's somebody that's their favorite celebrity or their favorite wrestler or their favorite, philanthropist. Who the hell cares?
I'll tell y'all one thing, folks. If John Cena's name pop up on that list, don't be crying. Don't be doing none of that other shit. Only thing that you'll be asking certain questions is, what the fuck were you there? What did Vince McMahon made you do? And what did he have to sell you out for?
Oh, that's what I'd want to know.
That's the only thing that I want to hear. I want to hear, what the hell did Vince McMahon made you do? Because this wasn't your fucking decision. John Cena wouldn't have the right mind to say, no, I want to go to Epstein Island. The fuck? No way. That's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I said, it's a bigger web that we're diving into and shit. Some people may not want to know these answers, but they might have no other choice but to try to sit there and fucking take it, because
they're gonna have
it's beyond people's control, and whoever is the higher power up there, it's the ones that's basically saying, no, we're gonna give them bits and pieces of this truth. They're still going to be redacted certain names, but if you pin out the description, the action, and stuff like that, and you can picture who the hell it is, this is no more than what you usually do. You know what I mean? So I would hate to see more WWE names currently, and people who are dead.
There's gonna be a lot of them,
especially if they're going back. I don't know how many fucking years. So this is only just the tip of the iceberg. We haven't gotten the whole goddamn thing, because if they did release the whole goddamn enchilada, we be where we were in COVID. We'll never get the fuck over that. We'll still be stuck in that year where all the shit out there on us. And boom, that's your attention span right there. That's why I think they're not trying to do it right now. They're only giving you bits and pieces.
It's sad. It is sad. It's sad, but I mean, that's why that's life in a way. It's like all these people that everyone looks up to. It's like a lot of them, they're bad and they're bad and they've done bad things in their life. Like that's why we shouldn't idolize and look up to some of these people, because we don't know if they're good, we don't know if they're bad or whatnot in real life. So, what? So no.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Some people that you can imagine being on that list, if they are actually on that list, that I honestly would not be. I honestly would not be surprised. But some key people, some women, however, if their names was brought up to the mix, it's going to be a fucking field day with that shit.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be like, oh my god, what the fuck? We never knew that. And I'm like, well, if they didn't say it, that must mean they must have signed something to say that they can't talk about it. That's what NDAs is for, ladies and gentlemen. They keep their mouth shut, otherwise they have the right to sue you.
Yep.
And then you look more of the bad guy because you did all that shit then. You know what I mean? So that's the whole reason why, like, as long as you got money and resources, you can do whatever the fuck that you want in this country.
Unfortunately,
this shit also says you got the money, the power, and the resources. You got the unlimited faucet of money coming in. They don't give a fuck what motherfucker you do. Slap in the wrist, man. Just go.
No, and that's the problem.
But if you're broke like us, we get charged the fucking extent of the law.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We'd be locked up for years for these crimes that they're committing.
Just for us to just get that whole thing, like, yo, it wasn't even us. Yo, we sorry. We made a terrible mistake. You took 4 years of my life.
Yep.
You took 4 years of my life away from me, and now you can't even give me those years fucking back.
No.
And then, like, what are you talking about?
But the rich people and the celebrities and stuff, it's like, don't do that again. Just make sure you behave. Be a good little boy. Be a good little girl. Just don't do it again. And you're like,
that's just sick.
Oh, makes me sick in my stomach.
That's just sick. That's just sick. That's just sick. I can't. If you know what the hell's going on and you still ain't saying shit about it, you are also the problem.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Let's just hope and pray that there's no more names that being popped up on these Epstein files and shit. The fuck?
For real.
He would get 25. He would get 25 to life for stealing a Big Mac with cheese. No, the fuck that you won't. You won't get 25 years for that. You'll probably get 25 years and say, like, you try to rob like a bank and you got away with, and then you got away with certain things, they probably won't hit you with the whole 25. They'll only probably give you like 10 and shit. But if you serve 6 years with good behavior, you get out early. Probably that, you know. Hey, what's going on, Abby? Hey, thank you.
Thank you for joining.
What's highlights? And Bobby slaps.
Like,
But it's true. Nah, B, but it's true.
it is. It's the sad world we live in, but it is the truth.
Human trafficking, yes, it is still one of the biggest profits of the black market. Still to this very day, next to prostitution.
Sad.
I want y'all to think about that for a little second. Prostitution and human trafficking are still the highest number grossing businesses in the black market, more than drugs, more than alcohol, more than anything of that nature. I want y'all to think about that. And that's the reason why you see the shit still happening the way the fuck it is. It's just done differently now.
That's sad.
So be warned, ladies and gentlemen, that everything that like you want. Now, I think Okaze said the best last night. You watch the shit on television about the fictional world that goes on. Real reality is that's the reality that you're watching that's happening outside your door.
Yeah.
And you guys are just tuning in because we're programmed to watch TV and entertainment purposes, right? But some of the entertainment purposes can also be life lessons as well. So thank you, Okaze, for actually opening up the door for that.
Thank you.
Guys, even when he brought that down, I was like, you know, that kind of just made sense. That's why they were trying to tell us as kids, don't watch too much TV. Go out, read. Go out, go play. Go actually socialize with people. Don't be in front of the TV screen because it might die because it might give you the delusion of what the world really is.
Exactly.
So, folks, remember what your mamas and your daddy taught you about staying in front of the TV screen for too long? That's why they told us not to do that.
For real.
So for KB and me, I know that we are prime examples of that shit. So
in my generation, guys, I was like, there was like not really a lot of cell phones and stuff back when I was growing up. It was like, oh, you go outside, you go run around, you go ride your bike, you go play with your friends, you go play basketball, you go jump rope, you go play, and you do that until like late at night, like 8, 9 o'clock at night. You go back in the house, you do your homework and everything, and you do that every day. Not sitting in front of TV, not scrolling on our phones, not like being addicted to technology. But that's what this generation is built on now, apparently.
That's right. Hi, something else. But I guess we can go back to what the fuck we was kind of talking about before. I guess we can get off this Epstein thing before we dig a little bit too deeper about the Matrix and shit like that and like whatever. I kind of want to bring this back up. I know we talked about this before we went live. We was talking about this fucking list and shit that we read yesterday of Wrestler Observer Awards have been released, folks.
Yeah.
So I want to read this down. I want you guys to hear the names before I go off and have a hissy fit about some of these names. Okay, the 2025 Wrestling Observer Awards has been released. Wrestler of the Year, Mystico. Folks, Wrestler of the Year, Mystico. Whoever is making this thing needs to come to the front of the congregation because we need to talk to them about what the hell makes this thing happen. Women's MVP of the Year, Seiya Kimitani. Some of the Japanese fans would know more about her than what the hell that we would know. About her. The Tag Team of the Year, the Young Bucks. Wrong choice. I'll get into that afterwards. Rookie of the Year, Siri Yamaoka. Don't know.
Japanese fans will help us.
I do not even know half of these people that's on this list. I'm hoping Char can help me out with some of these things. Best Male Wrestler of the Year, Don Callis. Even with the dentures falling out of his mouth during that Kenny Omega promo, I'm still on that shit. I'm still on that shit. Match of the year: Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty. Worst match of the year: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at WrestleMania 41. Most outstanding wrestler of the year: Konosuke Takeshita. The most underrated wrestler of the year: the Beast Mortals. Most overrated wrestler of the year: main event Jey Uso. Gimmick of the year: Thomas Tony Storm. Worst gimmick of the year: last real champion John Cena. Most improved wrestler of the year: Harley Cameron. Brawl of the year: Jon Moxley. Technical wrestler of the year: Zack Sabre Jr. High Flyer of the year: Mascara Dorada. United States / Canada MVP of the year: Jon Moxley. Mexico MVP of the year: Mystico. Europe MVP of the year: Michael Oku. Most charismatic wrestler of the year: John Cena. Move of the year: Hangman Adam Page's Buckshot Lariat. Feud of the year: Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley. Worst feud of the year: Max Caster versus Anthony Bowens. Show of the year: All in Texas. Worst show of the year: WrestlePalooza. Promotion of the year: CMLL. Worst promotion of the year: WWE. Best announcer of the year: Bryan Danielson. Oh God, okay. Worst announcer of the year: Booker T. We need to fight about this. Best weekly show of the year: Dynamite. I'm not even going to argue with this, especially for the souped up indie wrestling fans, and even one Shark. He has to contest to that. But I digress on that one too. The worst weekly show of the year: NXT. Ain't no fucking question about that. Ew, disgusting. Booker of the year: Tony Khan. Jesus. Promoter of the year is Salvador Lutheroff, who is also who is in charge of CMLL. And the most disgusting promotional tactic of the year: WWE brings back Brock Lesnar after the Janelle Grant allegations.
Where do we get started?
Where do I fucking begin with this list? Where the fuck do I begin with this list? Okay, let's go to number one. Wrestler of the year: Mystico. You mean to tell me he beats out CM Punk, he beats out Seth Rollins, he beats out Jon Moxley, he beats out Takeshita, he beats out Mike Santana, he beats out Nick Neyman, he beats out
Kyle Fletcher. I'd throw on that list too.
He beats out Matt Riddle, who's doing well at he's doing well at MLW. There's so many people I just think that were better wrestlers. Now, maybe I don't know what the criteria is when it comes to these award selections and shit, but this is why I need to have this conversation with them, because Mystico was only on AEW television for I don't know how many weeks, but he was only on for like a short period of time. And then they put him over on fucking Ring of Honor and CM. We're never going to see Ring of Honor like that unless you pay for the whole Ring of Honor fucking pass and shit. Unless you watch it online for free. You know, that's how people will only watch Ring of Honor nowadays. So if the audience can't find these wrestlers, how are you going to try to say that whoever the committee is that made this list say Mystico was the best one? The best one that we got. Are you fucking asinine?
So I'm looking it up right now. Their criteria.
I don't know who the fuck made this list. I'm sorry, Char. Go ahead.
It says the criteria for the wrestler of the year for Wrestling Observer is.
Now, if you would said the best cruiserweight, they would said the best cruiserweight of the year. I understand. I give you that. But wrestler of the year.
It says in-ring performance, drawing power, work rate, overall impact with the industry.
No. Sean, this is for the Wrestling Observer. This isn't the no. Listen, this is for the Wrestling Observer. This is the PWI. The PWI they add this structure and shit.
No, I'm reading it says what the Wrestling Observer Award is based on. But
baby girl, we all know who the fuck runs the Wrestling Observer. We all know who the fuck that is. He's a big AEW mark. We know
we do.
So my question to you is, how come there's not other people outside of that Brian Alvarez, Vinny, even 50 Tom Lawler, Dave Meltzer, the Grandy. I don't know who the other guys were. If they were the one that made this list, sorry, but Dave Meltzer, you need to get shot in the face.
I'm sorry, KB. I don't know
what your criteria is of what the wrestler embodies, but that's a wrong embodiment. I'm sorry. Now, if Mystico would have fought up against like some big ass names, you can have that conversation. But we haven't not seen him wrestle big names that actually got himself the fuck over. Not like that. He was always facing mid talent.
The only big name he wrestled this year
only way that Will Ospreay would have made that list is if he wasn't injured with his neck injury.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm
saying. He still kept going. He probably would have been a year for damn sure.
Yeah. Absolutely agree.
So this whole thing, this shit right here, hell no, hell to the nizza. Anyways, move down the list. I don't even know Saya. She's definitely got someone from New Japan, Old Japan.
We don't know. Stardom.
Okay, yeah, Stardom. See, this is why I'm trying to get a better understanding of this list, because if you an American person read this list, you are just like me. Who the fuck is half these people? You know about some people, but half these other ones you do not know of, or certain ones they were not the right calls. For instance, tag team of the year, the Young Bucks.
Oh, this one I disagree with too. I'm with this one too. No, I'm with this one.
Were never the tag team of the year. Never was. We could have put we could have put 5 teams in front of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
MFTs could have been one.
Yeah.
Fuck. What was the other one? Fucking Jet Speed. Even though Jet Speed just started out, but shit, whatever. I digress.
Rodito had a really good year with Brody King and Bandito. They had a really dominant run too. I would have thrown them up there.
Yeah, even fucking Harley Cameron and fucking Willow Nightingale.
Yeah. Yeah, Spade to Wrath.
I would accept the Uso, even though they are overrated as fuck. Right? Even though one of them is overrated, the other one can't go outside the fucking country because of his fucking record and shit. They can't really go and actually be the best version of themselves because of that reason alone, and because you got a pregnant wife at home. So that's obviously not going to happen too. But there's a lot of other other tag teams that should have made that list instead of the fucking Young Bucks. Get the fuck out of my face. No. Asinine. Just fucking asinine. Yeah, Rookie of the Year.
I can't help you with this one. I don't know much about this girl.
Yes,
so I don't know.
No idea. Don Callis beating Paul Heyman out of the best non-wrestler of the year. Wow. I'm just stunned by that one because
I can think of other people that can win it too.
Don Callis can be a great manager heel. We don't want him on a TV screen. We'd rather take Paul Heyman any day of the week because you want to know what he does? He elevates stars. Don Callis did not elevate one single fucking star. They were already stars before they came into play.
Yes.
Well, technically, besides Takeshita, he's the only one that came in that no one knew the fuck about. He won the people over, but then when he turned heel, he got more the fuck over because of his moveset and and the points that he faced. I can understand Don Callis probably doing that one. But every other person,
Okada was already over, Fletcher was already over.
Is Don Callis' family even is?
Like 20, 30 people.
What are they supposed to do?
There's too many people.
Any time to even do all that.
I'm over it. There are too many people in that group. No more.
Hey, this is just the most ridiculous shit, though. Match of the year: Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd for last year.
But I'm
not going to argue with Kenny Omega matches, even though they can be a little bit over extravagant. But watching Gabe Kidd's work in New Japan, I was like, okay, I can probably see why those two mesh very well. And Gabe Kidd actually got the win in that match.
Yeah. And they got this match got Tanahashi to legit cry after the match. So I mean,
the worst match of the year: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at 41. Sorry, Warren, but I got to agree with this. I'm sorry for your boy, but your boy, well, your other former boy, Cena, he didn't do his part very fucking well. I mean, Cody did it, but Cody wasn't the where we wanted to be at that time period.
No.
I mean, I guess it was kind of like safe to say. I'm not going to speak about the other shit. I'm just more just like, nah, it just doesn't register to me very well. It just don't. I mean, to have John Cena as a heel was the good call, but how they executed was piss poor trash to the point where we didn't want it, and that's why they made the fucking executive change to turn back into a face for the last 3 matches of his career. That's so damn stupid. Oh my god.
Oh goodness gracious.
Just no. Christy says the doghouse is nothing more than a black.
They are. Like, I'm sorry, they are.
Steffi Detroit asks, what are your thoughts on the Royal Rumble that happened in January? Absolute trash.
It was garbage. I'm sorry.
Number one, why would you do it in Saudi Arabia? Come on.
Yeah.
That's number one. The ticket prices, ass. 2,
no.
I'm taking the trip to a third world fucking country, and I gotta pay for tickets just like that. Get the fuck out of here. That's number 2. Number 3. The women's Liv Morgan winning the women's Royal Rumble, bad call if you ask me. Because why? Even though that some people would actually say the following sentence that she's a Trump boy, that's the only reason why that she got it, blah blah blah. This was WWE's way to pay her back for the injury that she had suffered. That's why she was gone for so long.
Yeah.
Because that plan was supposed to be for her to have the women's title before Sammy Procure did. That was the problem. AJ Styles retiring in Saudi Arabia.
Cringe. That makes me cringe. That makes me actually cry.
And his family was nowhere to be found.
No, that was disgusting. But
stupid call if you ask me. Sami Zayn winning the title in Saudi Arabia, I laughed at that, Stephanie. Just come on. We all know what the hell it's going to be leading down to. It's going to be leading to Gunther versus Cody at WrestleMania because of all the shit that's been happening for the last few weeks involving these two. And the main event, which was the Royal Rumble match.
That was awful.
Big ups to Oba Femi.
Yeah.
Because Oba actually got a good tenure in that match. So that's what us black delegation we like to see that. The dude that fucking cursed off fucking Braun Breaker.
Why are we doing this again?
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm gonna just speak of this real quick. We all know that it's Seth Rollins, but because of now this whole hernia thing that Braun Breaker just suffered through, he's not gonna be at WrestleMania. So that whole storyline now, trash. Forget about the whole Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins match. Forget about that now. So, so that kind of because he was supposed to be winning that match, but then they caved and changed the plan. That's how that you got Roman. Now, only because of Roman versus Punk is the only reason why I'm giving this a slap in the wrist. The only reason why. That's the only solid reason why. Because otherwise, I honestly would have just said this. Roman don't need the title.
That's me too.
He don't need the title. As much as I love Punk, Punk only needs it for like a little bit more time, and then he can drop it and then have him die slowly off to the sunset.
Yeah.
His match with Gunther, and then he retires later.
Yeah.
But we need to see new faces.
Thank you. That's
new faces from Raw and SmackDown that came in, but we didn't see anyone from NXT came up to really say, no, I'm getting the call up soon. I'm coming up there soon. Here's my ticket. Here's me punching my ticket. We get three wrestlers from AAA making the appearances.
That was
different variation of Uncle La Parka, which we all know that's not the original one.
Oh, Grande Americana.
I don't know who the hell the other guy was.
Then 2 or 3 El Grande Americanos.
But Finn Balor wasn't in the Royal Rumble. That was a travesty. The only way that will work out for him, and I said this, I sent this in the group chat thing yesterday, that if he gets to bring the Bryan Danielson the Daniel Bryan route from WrestleMania 30, and he's incorporated into that match for WrestleMania between Punk and Roman, throw up my hands. Throw up my motherfucking hands. I would not go against that move. Put the title on Finn. Make him separate himself from the Judgment Day.
Yep.
And now he's officially on his own. Now he can face off against CM Punk. He can face off against Roman. He can face off against a lot of other people that you're helping rebuilding his star power again.
I agree.
That's the only reason why that I would say I'm having faith for him. I'm having faith for Finn. But right now, it's kind of dwindling, especially that promo that happened on Monday with Punk and Roman and shit. And that's how you kind of seen that whole thing kind of unfolded the way that it was. So this whole Royal Rumble pay-per-view, sorry, Stephanie, ass.
Yeah.
This shit belongs to the two sheets and the toy she flushed.
I
Two
agree
sheets
with
and the toy she flushed, and this thing was all it's ever worth. It was nothing.
You ain't shit.
And it ain't shit either. And here's your two sheets and the toys he flushed. It's bad. Stinkily bad. Char?
I hated the Rumble. Like the main event, especially with the men's Rumble match, I was disgusted. Like, I mean, you had Brock come in and basically no sell Ilya Dragunov. You had, LA Knight who you're building up, but he's gonna be a different character when he comes back, and you have Hanae finishes in the top 10, Logan Paul finishes in the top 4. And then it's like then you have Gunther finishes the runner up, even though you built him up as like this legend killer.
Okay, but some people that are mad about Gunther becoming the legend killer Randy Orton persona, we seen these storylines being rehashed the fuck before, folks.
Yeah, yes.
We see it's happening for so damn long, and you really want to know what some of these storylines come from? They come from movies. They come from TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, bro, y'all mean to tell me that people were more mad that John Cena retired that Saturday Night Main Event? Would you want him to retire at WrestleMania and do the same thing? You probably would have gotten your wish, but they probably was just like, Cena was probably saying to himself he doesn't want to go, or he or other objectives came into play before WrestleMania, so he's not going to make the time. So they have to fast forward this shit to that December's Saturday Night's Main Event, and that's how we got it. Because maybe his future plans was already going to take up WrestleMania season, and he didn't want to overshadow the other talent.
Exactly.
I think that was a good idea. The execution at the very end with him smiling, basically saying, it was him reflecting on like his life and everything like that. I was kind of like, I get it, but he still should have been the one tapping out or something like that and be like, you know what, I had my run, I'm done. Or he should just pass the fuck out.
Exactly.
If he passed the fuck out, he can't say that he didn't quit. He shouldn't have quit. He should just pass the fuck out the way that AJ Styles did.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles retiring in Saudi Arabia without your family in the audience and shit, it just didn't seem real to me.
Yeah, it didn't.
So I'm hoping, if the rumor is true, that WWE is still in talks with him about bringing him on as like a backstage, that type of shit, and like whatever. But AEW, they're already giving footnotes about there may be someone else coming into the fold.
I've been hearing people say possibly Revolution, possibly
and it is AJ fucking Styles, because we did see him put in the copyright and trademark filing for his name. Yeah. Then he's gonna be using that shit wherever the fuck that he goes. That's his name. So if I'm sorry, AJ, but if I were you, what I don't have to say the next sentence, go to AEW. Or go to TNA. Or go to TNA for like the next year, do 6 months each. Go to TNA for 6 months, go to AEW for 6 months.
Yeah,
you wrap up your shit like that on the good note, you can walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if he probably wants to do a little tour in fucking Japan, I won't say no to that too. And he said he wants to retire, but maybe he just wants to retire WWE because of the scheduling and shit. Maybe he goes over to other places, he can control his schedule.
Exactly.
So, so to some people, I don't like this list. Dave Meltzer. I mean, you're a pretty knowledgeable man, but at the same time, you're
Yeah.
you're out of touch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, that's
Or
what.
whatever eye sentence you're looking at, whatever your view of wrestling is probably not projecting to the 9 out of 10 people that you're trying to resonate with.
Yeah, I seen this list and I was like watching some of these decisions too, and I'm not kidding, guys. Like for gimmick of the year, Tony Storm won, which I'm not surprised, but then you have her voted as worst gimmick of the year, and she's in the top five now.
Wait, Char, KB. Why would we need Dominant Mysterio versus Finn Balor for the IC title in Vegas?
Oh God,
no. He's been past that level already. He does not need to be in the mid card. Okay, that's what he's got Dominic for. Dominic, when certain people leave the Fed, Dominic is going to get promoted to main eventer. You know that for a fact. He's going to be the one holding that World Heavyweight title. I want to say in 2027 for sure. And if you guys are going against that, watch how this shit going to fucking unfold. And y'all gonna come right back here and y'all gonna be like, damn, he was right. And I was like, I wasn't trying to prove it. It's just what the trajectory is going.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be there forever. Roman's not gonna be there forever. CM Punk is not gonna be there forever. Drew Gulak is not gonna be there forever.
No.
You need new stars.
You do.
So when we hearing that WWE is hosting tryouts for some of the indie darlings, shout out to my baby Nikki, Blackheart. And Phelan Gray and a couple of other women too. If Nikki Blackheart gets called up, please don't have her do fucking Evolve. If you do Evolve, fine. Work each system up. Get her the fuck up to win the fuck. She is season ready. When you put her in that situation, she can thrive. Don't do the Jim Gargill shit. Where she's
no.
straight to the main roster, and still we only have one title defense, and that title defense was Ash last night.
That was cringe. She's not main event ready. She's not champion ready. She should have been.
I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. Triple H dropped the title to Jordan and have Jordan face off against Bianca. Bianca turns heel. Weaken the guy, and then you can put those two back as the tag team. So she gets the experience.
Exactly, but she's not main event.
Well, I don't want to do that move.
She's not stupid. He definitely will be in the Hall of Fame. It's no brainer.
I can't fathom this shit. I just can't. Okay, what are your thoughts on the WrestleMania main event for both men and women? Jesus. I love Stephanie Victoria. She needs to work on her English for real. Otherwise, she's going to be right in the Andrade stage. So I can see her dropping the title to Liv, even though we don't want to Liv as champion, but we can probably see that. Roman versus Steph. Roman versus CM Punk. I'll pay my money to go see that. But you got to add a little extra oomph to it. You got to add Finn Balor to this mix. Because what the hell is he going to do? If he's not in Elimination Chamber, he needs to crash the fuck out every single Monday until he gets what he wants. And that's to get involved in that World Heavyweight title shot. CM Punk, you said he don't care. But now, if Finn Balor goes after Roman on Monday for the next few weeks, Roman wants a piece of his ass too. They got no other choice to bring it into the fold. That's the only way you can get Finn involved in this shit. So I would say Finn needs to get involved in that men's main event, Stephanie, to make this shit a lot better. Bring this shit back to WrestleMania 20. The most unorthodox person that you never would imagine got involved in the match won that match.
Yeah.
And this is WWE paying back Finn for the 2016 SummerSlam match where he got injured, had to relinquish the very next day, and he never got the fuck back.
That's not fair.
They need to make right with that.
They do.
Fans will never forget what a promotion does to a talent that they can relate to the outside world. If they can relate to the outside world and you bring into wrestling, you're fucked. That's when you know there's going to be people that's going to remember all this shit, and they're going to use that. So, I mean, I just don't want to see Jay Cargill have the Henry Simeon say have that title. Please put it on someone that can actually work and go. we definitely need to see Roman, Finn, and CM Punk in the main event. Even though that you've done it last year, but you need to do this for Finn. Do this for Finn.
Finn deserves
That's the
one
thing. Justice for Finn. # justice for Finn. Okay.
Yes.
That's all I want to see in this fucking chat. I want to see # justice for Finn.
Yeah.
Let's make sure Finn gets in the main event of WrestleMania and he actually wins. If y'all can do it for Daniel Bryan for WrestleMania 30, you can do it for Finn here 11 years later.
Yes, you can.
Come on, bro. Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's no way. Crazy as hell. So I wouldn't want to put that past it. Char, you got anything else?
No, not really. I mean, like you said, like Finn's more than deserving. Like you threw him out of the Rumble spot. Now you're like, but no, you lost your match, so you don't get another title shot. I mean, seriously, you threw him out of the Rumble. How's he gonna get another title opportunity when you won't even put in the Rumble? I mean, you're screwing him over. Yeah, and like you said, in 2016 he gets hurt, loses the world title. He hasn't been in the world title picture since then. He hasn't won even hurt.
No, he only had one world. No, he haven't. No, okay. Finn actually had one world heavyweight title match, but it was against Brock fucking Lesnar.
Yeah, that's what.
And you see how that shit went. That shit only lasted 5 minutes.
Brock doesn't want to put
He
in
never got true justice for his shit. So as far as I'm concerned, he's in a will that he can't get the fuck out of until someone stops it.
Exactly. Put him in the world title match. Like, if you want to start proving that, you were talent instead of the same old status quo, that was my main issue with Roman winning the Rumble. He didn't need it at all. And I was like, you have other talent that you could have put in that spot that could have benefited from, being in the main event picture, not named Roman, not the same people over and over again. So yeah, seeing Finn in the WrestleMania main event, that would be the only right thing to do, because I mean, that's the only thing.
It's stressful when you gotta be a wrestling fan, and this is why now when you hear these fans say that, oh no, I could write a better show than this shit. I literally just looked at a TV format for my business partner, right? He sent me, he sent me a copy of what a TV format for a wrestling show is. And I'm like, you can't read this motherfucking sheet, bro. You cannot say that you can book a better, book a better match or a better show. If you can even learn how to do certain things on that one sheet that says opening intro, 15 seconds for opening thing, a little word here that says the two competitors are facing off at this thing for next week's episode, blah, 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 whatever. You can't do it.
No. It's like this whole IWC, I can book the show better than the promoter can. And then every single week, if after someone wins a title, you're already like booking them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, who's going to be the next world champion? Who's going to win? Who's going to take the title off this person? It's like, they just won the title. Let them breathe with the race for a little bit.
It's like the first only time offer championship wins, and that's it.
Yeah.
And certain losses too. Yeah, certain losses too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but it's like, who's gonna be the next champion? Like 5 minutes after the guy or girl wins the title, it's like, who's gonna beat up the title? Like, oh yeah, I can't stop booking. These reigns breathe for a bit, and then we start booking. But
I mean, it's something. It's something.
Yeah,
it's something. Jesus. Well, I'm done having a hissy fit about this stupid day. It's about stupid Wrestling Observer list. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna come back. Char's gonna do women's on this day in women's wrestling history, and I'm just gonna do a nice little reaction video with her, just so I can make her laugh for the day. So go get your drinks, get your snacks, whatever like that. I gotta apply something on the motherfucking floor, and we'll be back.
We'll be back.
My boys is one mission, wrestling's biggest stories, hardest hits and boldest takes. No holds barred, no punches pulled. This is Blackharts Angels.
On the chase, on the call, breaking down it all. Spotlights hot, no time to stall. Char, Lady B, Binky got the fire. Stacey and Draya take it even higher. We see the action, we know the game. Telling the truth, calling the names. Legends rise and stories unfold. Champions crowned, fearless and bold. Blackharts Angels, oh, I
legends, rebels, icons, and outlaws. If it happens in wrestling, we're breaking it down. It's Blackharts Angels.
Blackharts Angels, all eyes on us. Lights flash bright when we step up from the ring to the
TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it. Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
Are you serious? Oh my god, wow, I didn't even see you, baby. New year, new days. New year, new days. So what do you want to talk about this time? I mean, you don't really speak to me, just follow me around the camera. Okay, fine, I'll start it off. I already said new year, new days, so I'm trying to be a little bit more, you know. I got one. So with New Year, New Day, I mean, new promotions I'm going to be working for. See, last year was my rookie year. It was a really good year. I tested myself in places like Rhode Island Championship Wrestling, TCW, Outlaw Championship Wrestling, Colonial, you know, the list goes on and on and on. But you know, there is one spot that it's been eager, I've been seething, foaming out the mouth thinking about working. And well, I think I'm on their radar now. So here's what I'm gonna say. Keep it short so you can, get out of my hair and I can go drive my car, boom, boom, boom. I am declaring myself for the 2026 Supernova Draft. So, whether it be Vortex, whether it be Char, whichever one of the two companies or the two shows want to book me, want to draft me, I would say go ahead and do it, because I promise you, whoever drafts me, I'm going to be the best thing on that show, and in turn, I'm going to be the best thing that company has to offer. And I mean no disrespect to anyone. Okay, maybe a little bit of disrespect, but hell, all I care about is putting on a show for the fans and for the other boys in the back. Couldn't care less. But you know what? Keep it short, keep it simple. I'm gonna be answering the draft.
And we're back. Big shout out to Dad for his promo. All you guys that want to sponsor SNW for Draft Night 2026, hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, and we are on TikTok too. If you're trying to reach out to us, sponsor your wrestling today. Support independent wrestling at all matters at all costs. But sure, we got a special women's wrestling history today, don't we?
Yes. This day in women's wrestling history. Not a lot of major things happen, but some birthdays and some moments here for you guys. So it's good. Former WWE star Hiroko, she was born today. And then also former two-time knockout champion. She was born today too. Io Sky's sister Mio was born in 1988. China and Kane on St. Valentine's Day Massacre defeated Triple H and X-Pac. Then you had Torres defeating Natalia in a lumberjack match in 2011.
Okay.
Then you had Mickey James defeating Becky Lynch on SmackDown in 2017. Then you had this was a squash. Ember Moon defeated Shayna via DQ in NXT. You had Bayley defeating Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship on SmackDown there. Then you had a triple threat. Io Sky defeated Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez at Vengeance Day. And then last year, you had Bianca winning the Elimination Chamber Gauntlet match to be the last entrant in the Elimination Chamber by defeating Rhea Ripley.
I did not know the Io Sky had an older sister. Holy shit. I did not know that. I was just watching fucking St. Valentine's Day Massacre, I think like yesterday and shit.
Oh wow.
On Netflix. So me seeing that, I was like, yo, I was just watching this shit just that was mad coincidental. I miss Mercedes Martinez. You know, she just got inducted into the Connecticut Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and I think this is her last year wrestling too.
So kudos to her. I mean, that's my love right there, man. Like I don't care. I don't care if she gay. If I turn her straight for one fucking night, I'm giving her the business anyway. Everyone else, I had no fucking idea about. I mean, there's so many birthdays out there, but there was just like these one-off matches that you showed that I didn't even remember. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that fucking. I don't know who the fuck that was that faced someone at Elimination Chamber. I did not know who the hell was.
That was Bianca last year on SmackDown. She was in an Elimination Chamber Gauntlet match, and she defeated Rhea Ripley in the finals of the Gauntlet to be the last entrant in the Elimination Chamber for last year.
Yes, big shout out to Mercedes Martinez, man. She's she's a lovely woman and everything like that. I did not know that Io Sky really had a sister. I mean, I don't know why I'm still saying this one again, but no, that was actually kind of shocking too.
I didn't even know it either. I just seen it like it was her birthday, and I was like, oh, this is
I mean, pretty much.
Oh.
Shit, man. Shit. One's fucking overseas doing her thing and probably Stardom or something like that, and the other one is in the U.S. making the bigger paycheck.
Yeah, I think actually from what I remember, if I remember reading it, I think her sister retired. I think it's like 2015.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah. I said like you hear like much about I said they hear much about like her sister and shit. So I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, yo, she's still wrestling and stuff, but you just answered that question for me.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of retired early.
Women that came in this bitch are all probably wrestling for other companies. Other ones not even wrestling like that anymore. Matter of fact, let's just go back to this thing one more time so I got to get a better look at this. Damn, she's probably not even working anymore. Oh shit.
Yeah.
The first one's probably not working anywhere, but I never remember her from 2006.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. She was born in 75, so yeah, she's probably done everything. She's in her 50s or 60s now.
Right.
And then Hamada. She's like Hamada. Yeah, she's a former two-time knockout champion in TNA. She's retired. Yeah.
Io Sky really has a sister. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was just watching this shit last night on Netflix. Ha ha, he's. This shit. Then I did not know about this one. Eva Torres defeated Natalia in a lumberjack match in 2011. I must have missed that one. I kind of remember this, but then I kind of don't remember this Becky Lynch match with Mickey James. This one I definitely remember because this was the Black and Gold era. And we all know this shit. The new SmackDown stage, nah. We didn't want this. We wanted this. This was fine. This is when Io Sky was still champion. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell.
Yeah. but a lot of these birthdays are like a lot of like Japanese and foreign now. There's still women's wrestlers, so you're getting to it.
That's fucking wild.
I go back and look at some of the stuff, and I was like, I remember this moment. I'm like, whoa, it's been that long. Jeez.
Yeah. Man, there's some people that were born right on Valentine's Day, which I thought it was kind of neat too. So I was like, that's cool. You know,
Oh, a little Valentine's Day baby. A little Valentine's Day baby.
Hey, but some people that don't need a Valentine, if your birthday is on that shit, then you should be just fine.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. Wow. That brought back memory lane. But you know what else brings back memory lane? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Char, last night, I don't know what the fuck I was even doing, but I ended up typing in our name in the search engine in on YouTube, and it popped up the very first episode that I did of this, of this whole podcast network and shit. This was the beginning.
Oh my
This shit was the very fucking beginning, way before you came into play, way before a lot of people in this motherfucker came into play, before majority of these faces in this screen came into play. I was by myself.
Oh wow.
Now, just like a lot of you, I told the story already and shit like that before. I told y'all that the Elimination Chamber 2020 was probably the worst Elimination Chambers that I had watched up to that point. And I didn't know shit about podcasting, but I found out about Anchor. Anchor that's now Spotify for podcasters, folks. I just had I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I did it anyway. So I sat there in my bedroom back over there on Draper Street 5 years ago, sat in my room, I put on my headphones, I plugged it in, I had my whole room fucking silent, no TV on or anything like that, and I just hit the record button. And we're actually just going to react to this real quick because I'm not going to want to dwell on this too long. But I just want to just hear how the fuck I sound back then than what the hell I do now. So, reaction time. Jesus, the intro music was fucking horrendous.
Good morning. What is going on, ladies and
gentlemen? And me doing the clap.
And I have to reiterate what's going to happen. This is a re-recorded podcast for the Elimination Chamber back at the Wells Fargo's Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was watching back in because
of the whole coronavirus outbreak spreading around, and the fact that my two jobs was keeping me really on the sideline during that time period, so I couldn't really go back and to re-record. So here we are, so I re-record. So we're going to try to dumb it down.
See, I told y'all I was working 2 fucking jobs during this time period, and then COVID hit. It fucked up everything. They told me that you can't come to work, bro. Like we can't come to work until when they tell us to. I'm like, what do you mean that they fucking tell us to? And they was like, yeah, bro. This whole thing just fucked up a lot. A lot of shit. Concerts was getting canceled and shit. Shifts was getting canceled. And shit, you're like, what the fuck is going the fuck on? And they told us to go home. They told us, yo, you gotta stay indoors. I'm like, since when? Since the new mandate. That was when the mandate first came out and shit. And that was when you started asking questions. I'm like, okay, what is COVID? What is this? What is that? So we were still brain deep in that time period. And so because of that reason, this is how the podcast was formed, because of like me, Young Blood at the time, and Necro. We was all scattered, but we talked to each other about wrestling all the time. We was like, yo, like, we ever had something of us that we could just get together and just talk, blah, 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 and anything else like that. This is how this podcast came to be. The OTTR name that came from, actually, story time, the Off the Top Ropes name really came from Rey Mysterio's intro theme music when he first debuted in WWE. Yeah, it was like the beginning of the song where after the hook the rapper goes off the top rope, really off the floor, and then next thing you know, you be on the floor. And I thought about that rap in my head, and I was like, off the top rope. But if it's more than one person, off the top ropes, because it's 4 panels. So I'm like, you know what? I might just run with that. And then I thought about the logos. I thought about like if you did like symbols, OTTR. I was like, perfect. No one else. I'm like, yo, no one else got that shit. I'm gonna claim it. Got the copyright to it. The shit was mine. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. But I haven't had anything like hardcore like this till I think after episode 10 was when I started doing the logo and shit. I guess.
Oh wow.
Way before that. It was like before I didn't know shit about shit. I was just a regular rookie, just like everyone else was. Just going in shit on the fly.
Formatting, because I know I spent a lot of time the last episode, like 55 minutes. So we're going to try to shrink it down to a half an hour.
Oh, yeah. And first part, the first one I really did, I went on a mean ass fucking tirade and shit. I'll never fucking forget it. And it did went on like a good hour. So this one was a fucking recording of the second one. And that's why I dumped it down to 15 minutes.
For each episode. So we caught back up. So as of this week, or today, I'm going to be recording Elimination Chamber. I'm going to be recording Monday Night Raw for March 9th, AEW Dynamite for March 11th, and WWE NXT for the March 11th. And also, we're going to do a special short podcast for the SmackDown Live from the Performance Center in Orlando due to the whole coronavirus outbreak. So let's get to it. First, I just want to introduce myself. I'm a Bostonian. I'm 29 years old, who's been a wrestling fan all his life. My favorite wrestler is Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold, Sting, and there's a few others I want to name right now, but we're not going to get too deep involved into that right now at this very juncture. But we're going to move forward with the program here. So as we started for the very first podcast, we was talking about Elimination Chamber 2020. And the pay-per-view itself. The pay-per-view itself, let me just get straight to the point. If you want to know from my perspective, from a 1 out of 5 star formatting, I had to get the pay-per-view at least a decent 3.25 stars. Because of
critical as fuck.
2 matches and 1 match in particular. Drew Gulak versus Daniel Bryan. The Women's Elimination Chamber at the very end, of course, the pick that we all knew was going to win happened, but just the way that it happened wasn't really, bupkis. Complete bupkis. The last one, the second to last one to come in and whoop everyone's ass, and one person is left, and that's my main girl, Asuka. She gets mollywopped within like 7 minutes, so it wasn't really a decent, it really wasn't really a decent fight. So we're just going to go straight into this. 2020 WWE Chamber comes from the Will Fargo Arena, Philadelphia. So we're going to start with the kickoff. Viking Raiders beat Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder by pinfall, which we already know that was bound to happen. WWE, let's just be straight honest. What the hell you guys going to do with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder to be fucking jobbers and put them on the main event and all this other stuff like that? Like, I can't understand why you have overflowing talent, but you had no TV time and you're already cutting costs right now to try to expand globally to Japan and the UK. That you guys don't even have no TV time in America for your domesticated superstar.
The old things is still
so here's the reason why I'm kind of like, this ain't really gonna work out for them. They should not resign their contracts. Just release them, let them go. But they don't want to see their wrestlers go into other competition, especially AEW, and they do better over there than what they did over there. That's like a spit in their face.
Yo, wait, Char? Char? That's still a main point to this day, which is fucking hilarious.
You look at all the stars that WWE bought today because stars over in AEW.
That's this shit for 5 years. About to go on 6 next month, but goddamn.
Yeah, Max, Swerve, Tony Storm,
there's so many people that left that went to AEW and did better over there than what they did in the Fed and shit.
Oh my god. It reached 2 today. It's like, dang, man.
Damn.
But out of that match, I give that one a 2.5 stars. We move forward. Daniel Bryan defeats Drew Gulak by submission. And let's just say that match, there was one spot in particular that Drew Gulak was German suplexing Daniel Bryan, and he nearly landed on the top of his head. Almost makes you remind you of the Chris Benoit versus Sabu match back in the days of ECW back in 1990. That could have been a nasty bump. That could have been a very dangerous bump. And we already know Daniel Bryan versus Sabu match back in the days of ECW back in 1995. That could have been a nasty bump, and that could have been a very dangerous bump. And we already know Daniel Bryan has a lot of neck injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And, we don't need him to get on the sideline, especially with WrestleMania season is coming around the corner. And what they're trying to do with him right now is what I believe is they're going to try to put the belt. They're going to try to put the Intercontinental belt from Sami Zayn to Daniel Bryan. Maybe that might be, and then they can have a program with each other. And you can incorporate Braun Strowman into the mix. So at least you can still give him some mid-card action, some mid-card level play, and that doesn't hurt, and that doesn't diminish or hurt his character. So we got past the kickoff show. Now we are going to, oh my God, we are going to what really matters. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match. John Morrison defeats the Usos, the New Day, Lucha House Party, Heavy Machinery, and Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
Oh my God.
I wasn't too much a fan of this match, but I guess from a wrestling standpoint, I get what they're trying to do. Let's just get past this match, and we can try to get to what the main course is at WrestleMania to see what they're going to do with the SmackDown tag belts. The only good, decent storyline that they had in this whole entire match was Heavy Machinery versus Ziggler and Roode. Only because of one delicate flower called
oh my God!
Christ, yeah, no idea.
The one delicate flower, which was Mandy fucking Rose.
So,
yep, that was.
Jesus Christ, yeah,
no idea. Yeah, we were simping back then too.
Jesus Christ, yeah, no idea what the hell that even stood for. Besides the whole Otis trying to run out, trying to smack Ziggler into the pod, he flies out himself, knocks him out. Tug is in there by himself. He gets mauled by Roode and Ziggler, and you already know how that ends. But I think WWE is slowly trying to feed us this for WrestleMania. Let's hope and pray that this actually works. So I give this Elimination Chamber a 3, only because of the core-based storyline. They gave us a tease, but they still is trying to build and establish a heel tag team. And honestly, Miz and Morrison are that guys. Especially if you just brought John Morrison back. What are you really going to do with him right now? You ain't going to sign to some long-term deal. It had nothing to do with him. So obviously you're going to want to keep him busy. So let's keep moving forward, y'all. Aleister Black versus AJ Styles. Aleister Black defeats AJ Styles by pinfall. And let me remind you, this was a no disqualification match. If this was a no disqualification match, you have your homeboy Zach, Luke Gallows, and Anderson out there on the floor with you, and Aleister Black's out there by himself. Why ain't you really incorporate this? It could have been a 3-on-1 situation.
Hello.
And you would have gotten your point across much more clearly, but then at the same time, the execution was poorly done. So I think if that was the case, you should have just left. You should have just had cut a promo with AJ in the back, talking to the guy and said, no, you gotta stay back here. I got Aleister. He ain't nothing. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then it could have been the match that we all kind of dreamed about with the kendo stick, the chair shots, and going through a table. And that match almost really had me like, ooh, we can actually really see more of this on Monday Night Raw. And then, as you see, the 3-on-1 attack started coming into play towards the end of the match. And then, obviously, if you've been paying attention to Monday Night Raw, what AJ's been saying about The Undertaker, you obviously knew this was had to be at some point. The Undertaker had to get involved in this match in order to make that WrestleMania match the next few weeks solidified. Oh, speaking of which, actually we'll talk about that later. The lights go out. The lights come back up. Undertaker's in the ring, choking out Gallows and Anderson. He turns around to AJ Styles. He sees him, catches him, and gives him the chokeslam. Bang! The lights go out. Lights come back up. Aleister Black slowly comes back into the ring. He measures him up for the Black Mass. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Game over. Aleister Black wins. By pinfall. Because AJ Styles. I give that match a good 3.5. Two people I definitely wanted to see wrestle, and that would have been a dream match. You would have had it any other pay-per-view. It had better built rivalry line. But, of course, this pay-per-view is just for them to try to get past this whole entire thing and get to where they need to go, and that's WrestleMania. We moving on to the Intercontinental Championship 3-on-1 handicap match. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro versus my big man, the main man of the hour, which I don't know why he's going meant to be sour, Braun Strowman for that ugly Intercontinental Championship belt. I'm just going to make a little quick noise. That belt is stupid. It's like going to the Jetsons time in 2050, and you see the new version of these championship belts being formatted and being brought and being debuted. And let me just say, I threw them all over it. That's just what I want to say. I threw them all over that belt, and now people are slowly starting to like that fucking belt. It almost makes you remind you of thinking of like back in the day when John Cena first won the title, and he changed it to the whole spinner belt. People like me was kind of like, ew, that's not going to last that long. But yeah, it ended up lasting longer than expected. Then all of a sudden you started becoming a fan of it. Because different superstars had different touches and different entitlements when it comes to that belt. As we move forward. The way this match was, is so ridiculously stupid. I knew they was going to try to put the belt off of Strowman and put it back into the heel's hands. But which heel were we talking about here? You know, do another with Cesaro. You put him in with this trio. Another League of Nations version 0.2, which is going to fail, but watch what's going to happen next. At the very end, I believe he did a hell of a kick on Cesaro and scored a pinfall, and that's what gave Sami Zayn a main roster singles title for the very first time. The match was really poorly placed, but Zayn winning the title was a slick, surprising moment. So I would give this a 2.5. No, actually, I'll give it a 2.75 stars. Because it was just so damn out of place. Like, jeez Louise, oh my God. My God, just my God. Now we're going to get into the final one, which is Shayna Baszler defeats Natalya, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Asuka to become the number one contender for Becky Lynch's Raw's Women's Championship. Now, this whole match itself, which is screwing on its own. This match should never been the main event. Never should have been the main event. It should have been either the SmackDown Elimination Tag Titles, or it should have been AJ Styles and Aleister Black.
No.
That's just my opinion. Y'all can stick with y'all opinion. I don't know. I don't care. But the way that this match was executed, the way it should have been executed, and I'm going to do this little, squeezing this little segment called Fantasy Booking. Fantasy Booking is you can take one match out of the whole entire card. You can change it any way that you want to make it better. So I'm going to change the very last match.
Yeah.
They should have let Shayna Baszler go in first. She should have been the one that's in there going first. Everyone else is trying to get out. Everyone's trying to get out the party, jump on her, try to get her out. Each and every last one is out there. Asuka should have been the last one. Then, as the fight continues, the fight starts shifting to Asuka and Baszler trying to prove one-on-one that they can take on each other. So they're just knocking out everyone. Pinfall, 1, 2, 3. Baszler will be like, oh yeah? And choke out someone. Tap out, submission. And Asuka and Baszler were just looking at each other back and forth. Woo, that would have been so intense. So when they're the dead last two in there, and they gotta give us like a good 10, 12 minute little match, 10, 12 minute match for themselves. And then we could have been sold on that. I'm like, okay, maybe when they put the belt off of Becky, we might actually see Asuka get a nice little singles run against Baszler.
We didn't get that.
We birthed the NXT rivalry. Ooh, I can see that happen.
No.
They put Shayna Baszler second to last. She goes in, whips the shit out of everybody, waits for Asuka to come out, and they only have a measly 5 to 7 minute match.
Oh my god.
And Shayna Baszler chokes out Asuka. She's the number one contender for Becky's title.
That's a disaster.
And that's pretty much it. That's all I really got to say about that pay-per-view. So out of the whole pay-per-view itself, like I said, I gave it a decent 3. Because I'm bringing mercy to them because under the circumstances of the pay-per-view, it barely really, pushed the advertise. And some of the matches we did not want to see. There's only maybe 2 matches we wanted to see. All the rest of them, we didn't want to see those. So we're done here with that one. So we're done with 2020's WWE Elimination Chamber. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to the debut podcast. I'm your host, Lansky. Here are Off the Top Rope podcast, and we're going to see you in a few short moments for episode 2 of it. And we're going to tackle WWE Raw the very next night on March 9th, 2020, with Edge returns.
Okay, this is the polished one. All right, it's the polished one. I'm done with this. No, this was the polished one. The real one, the real actual file one, the one that I was like, I blew up a fucking storm and everything else like that. That was when I was like, okay, what was that? Someone told you, you went on a rant. What the hell's a rant?
Oh my god.
And that's how I knew about what wrestling terminology had evolved over the years and shit. And I was like,
oh yeah.
Man, I really gotta get back in the fucking team. I'm really gonna be back into this or not. It's like right. That was the debut episode.
Wow.
Yes. No, it was just funny how that popped up in my algorithms during the when I was searching up the shit. And it popped up there. It was like the first one. And maybe because coincidentally in like another month it is the anniversary and shit. When we first started, or I probably did it around this time.
Oh wow!
I probably started later, and really started like, okay, from that day forward, I was like, okay, look, this was that birthday. Maybe the first one was just like a trial, see how I felt, and then other people were talking about it. I was like,
maybe that's something.
I was like, I never heard that before. And any time in my life that you heard something of me besides, if it's not art, then what the hell is it for? If it's not from the art world or in the streets, I don't know what the hell that you even know me from. But no, the podcast and everything else like that. And I'm like, let me try this again. Learning on the fly in those moments and shit too is what developed how this whole thing had been. That's why I structured everything the way that it is. So granted about those times too. Humble.
Yeah. To look at where we come from day one to today. I mean,
it was just fucking coincidence. I was like, damn, I haven't heard that shit in a minute. I was like, if we didn't lose the last one and shit, all our shit was still on that. All the older shit was still on that one. And that's why I'm so angry. I was like, oh my god, what's that fucking those copyrights and shit fucking up everything, and the whole copyright thing usage and change and shit last few years. That's what that happened. I was like,
oh man.
But he tried. That's all that mattered. But that's all that mattered. But it ended up leading to leading to all of this. That was the birth of how people who want to become household came into the fold. You opened up the door for everyone, and not for everyone, but for certain selected people that either I saw for or they saw for us. And so it was that I would never. Technically, you would never saw for us. Technically, technically, I started with the search anyway, but then you replied. So it wasn't for me, and you actually answered that bell and was like, no, I actually wanted to try this out and stuff like that. I was like, okay, then let's do this. Let's walk through the landmines together and shit. And that's that.
And from where I grew, from being the shy little girl that didn't want to talk a lot, to being the leader of her own all girls podcast. That's amazing. It's like the growth blows me away. So.
And we're happy that you answered the bell.
Yeah. Thank you. I try to make everyone proud, so I'm like, if I can accomplish that, then
so that would mean all these years that we were doing our anniversary shows in March. Technically, it would have been technically it would have been in February then.
Oh wow!
Technically, on a retrospect, I don't know. I got to go back and actually look at this shit, or look at. I don't know if I can find the older ones, but if I can, and try to see when exactly that I started those, then I can try to pinpoint what exactly that the birthday was. I know it was definitely around COVID, so it was definitely either in March. Oh no, this guy's gonna start. Wait a minute. I mean, listen, man. We're not dealing with this today, man. That's too much. That's too much right now, son. It's too much right now. It's too much. I'll get at you later. Not right now. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. But anyways, yeah. So 6 years later, I gotta backtrack all this shit, but I'm still sticking with March 11th was the first technical real show, because I think at that time Elimination Chamber was in March, so maybe it was then. So I gotta think back on that, but maybe that was it. So March 11th, 2020. What is our birthday? We ain't switching up, so that's not for another
like month almost
28 days now.
Yeah.
So birthday party coming up in like another month. So yeah, 6 years in the making.
Wow.
6 years. 6 years. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy for each and one of y'all that came in now, or the people who stayed. Especially extremely unfortunate for the people who stayed. That's all I want to say. So yeah, but nothing else to say. I tip my cap. I bow my knee to one angel that's right in my face, indeed. But that's Char. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Be notified for everything that we do and everything else like that. Watch the episode last night with me and the men and the Purge personified Tucker made his appearance in Purgified our podcast last night. I had to get that name right. But don't forget, Eric and Necro show tomorrow morning, 1 a.m. Wrestling Asylum.
Yes, don't forget to check that out too.
Can't miss that as well. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the end of it. I got other words to say. Yeah, get your tickets for SNW's draft night. Yes, March 14th, 2026 at the Neil Randolph Theater, 25 Exchange Street in Lynn, Massachusetts. Doors open up at 5. Pre-tapings is at 5:30, and the live stream and show starts at 6. I gotta integrate that. Shout out to all our future sponsors and vendors that are coming into the fold. Thank you very much, and everyone that is here. Even though one Trevor is now contacting me, but it's kind of too late for him to jump on now. I'm not trying to sabotage him.
Oh no!
Unless you want to stay to do this shit, he's trying to do all.
Yeah, by myself, no.
No, I'll be here. I'll stay here with you. I don't care. The only catch is if. Hold on. give maybe exactly a minute to 2 minutes because something's going to tell me he's going to come in here and he's going to say this story. So this is all going to be live. So for the women that's at home that was supposed to be witnessing him today, he's probably going to jump in here because I'm about to force his hand. And, I don't know what the hell happened. Just when I'm about to wrap up, they pull me back in. What the fuck? Why y'all doing this shit to me? This always happens on my own too. When either dude showing up. Leak. As we're about to wrap up, now all of a sudden he pops up. The fuck?
Oh my god.
Damn, dude. So you timed this shit up, bro. Like, I know the fuck that you did. I'll be fucking pissed off. I'll be like, yo, I'm like, yo, you did that on purpose. He's like, no, I really just got off of work. I'm like, all right. But needless to say, let's just see what actually happens here. But other than that, actually, no, I'll do I'll add an extra bonus to this thing. I'll do a bullshit rant on the week. People who are late. Yeah. So you know what? We're going to extend it for Draya, Stacey, Lady B, and Binky today because this is Galentines Day. I know I promised you guys a person, so you know what? I'm actually going to be a man of my word. So, hey, yo. So, I can't show my screen because that's kind of fucked up, but that's fucking crazy as hell. I gave him a time period. I gave him like, yo, listen, you guys asked me 5. So either make it count or I'm doing this rant and I'm calling the fucking show. And by the time when he walks in, it's probably gonna be just me. And I'm like, oh, I can record it, but I'm not gonna do anything else. I'll probably record it now. I probably wouldn't even go live with that. I probably just record it, edit it up and shit like that. That I can play with it and do how I want to do with that and make it a little bit more professional and keep that separate. Or, but the ladies at home, you're gonna hear from this man. So I'm not gonna say anything more than that. I was like, damn, just when I was about to like, all right, fuck it, man, we're gonna have to reschedule this nigga shit another day. But oh wait, niggerisms. Thanks a lot, Maverick. That's some black people shit. Yeah, Maverick. I know. I just want to I don't know. What the fuck was happening? Damn. Well, shout out to everyone that's actually still sticking it out with us. That's
Thank you.
All over the and the Hardcore Sports Network too and shit and everything. We definitely are still.
Hey guys, this is a typical show for us. Everything's off the rails. Everything's chaotic. So.
No, everything's not technically off the rails when it comes to you guys. You guys are pretty standard, but it's more like this particular one time is something that went off the rails because people were sick earlier today, so that's why they had to pull out. Pause. And that's why I didn't want to try to be alone. So that's why I didn't want to pull the plug anyway. Anyways, and I was like, oh, I'll step in with you. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, I had nothing else to do regardless, so I was like, why bother?
Oh man.
True, we don't. And I am Blackhart, so makes sense, right? If you actually got the persons that this name is actually on the shit, if you actually just pops in, I'm like, fine. I mean, right. I just didn't want to show my face today, but I was tired. But I was like, no, I'll thug it out with you. Yeah. So I wake my ass up real quick. Thugged it out. But until when Mr. Master pops in, I think I got one more video for Char to react to. And maybe this could actually be funny. If I can find it real quick. Hold on, what was it? Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Let me see. See if I can find out John Wall. Mm-hmm. No.
She discovered he was cheating on her with his new girlfriend.
Oh,
Devin
wow.
claims she kicked him out, and ever since, his girlfriend has been bad-mouthing her on social media.
Well, can't really be mad at that.
Defendant Javon Bush.
He brought his girl.
Damn.
And insult.
Oh, hell no.
I was 17 when I met Javon. Javon was 21.
You what?
He was the love of
She was 17. He was 21.
Oh no.
He was the love of my life.
You what?
The love of your life. You were all that. He was all that you knew. You ain't have a choice. He ain't even give your brain time to develop if you would like anybody else. He manipulated the situation. This man is insane.
He manipulated you. What you mean?
About 5.5 years into our relationship, we decided to get an apartment together. A few months into us having an apartment together, Javon came home with some hickeys, tried to convince me that I gave them to him. Long story short, I go through his phone, go through his email. It turns out.
Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna pause this for a little bit. Cause God damn it! Oh my God! Just when we was about to walk out the door, we get pulled the fuck back in. And you want to know why? Because obviously, late to the party. We now, Char is going to be just both of us, so we're going to thug it out. Or people in the audience, if you want to ask questions, then now is the time for you to actually do so.
Please feel free to
But
ask
now
them
we have
questions.
wrestler spotlight. Which I'm Char. We have the one and only Trevor, the Heartbreak King Olson. Hailing from Dallas, Iowa. He's in the game for a little while. He took a little break. I'll try to fill in some of the blanks. And now he's actually resurfaced, and he's actually wrestling in a few promotions in Iowa and in the neighboring cities around. And we actually got a tip that maybe that he might be coming into Supernova Wrestling this year. And this was one of the Shark and Digger, one of his highlight reels. Must have been from a show just recently. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
He looks like a high five cruiserweight. With seems like he has looks to his charm, but he can definitely play a heel if he wants to, or he can be great. But his moveset definitely reminds you of a lot of what's a certain thing like AJ Styles or HBK or something like that, like a Seth. It's like a mixed breed.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's a young, but the fact that a guy of his frame can actually hit a raise his edge like that, it's still kind of impressive too. Because you want to see him do
that was
big
insane.
guy comes into play. But yeah, Char, what do you think?
I'm impressed. Like you said, like the mix between like AJ Styles. I mean, and with the name, you know, the Heartbreak King. I mean, you can see a lot of the HBK influence in the style too. So I'm like, I can see the younger influence of Shawn Michaels, who's Asian, and then you Superman punch too. Like what? A little bit of Roman there too. The knee strike.
The knee kick, and we finally have our special guest as he walked into the building literally an hour and 45 minutes.
I am
Give
so
it up for the
sorry.
one and only Trevor.
I'm so sorry, man. Listen,
Trevor, the
absolutely.
Heartbreak King Olson is finally in the house. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry.
So welcome to Blackharts Angels, even though majority of the Angels is not here today because 3 of them are, technically two of them are sick. The other one just had a procedure last night, and the other one is at work, unfortunately. So Char would have been here by herself. We still have the show on, so I still was life party. So, we end up was just about to be able to biz ounce, and then all of a sudden, you here, So here we are.
I'm here. I'm so sorry for being late. We'll just say my ride had a bit of issue coming in. So and phone issues. So all on me. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad to be here. Thank you for bringing me in even an hour late. So I'm so sorry.
Is this how you are in the wrestling world too? Like,
no, actually,
is Trevor Olson one of those like, oh no, I'm gonna just pop up late, I'm gonna hit my move, and that I would just no, like I'm gonna just do this, but I'm like, nope, poke.
No.
I won't tell you when it's coming, but it's coming.
No, I'm actually never like this. Actually, when I was trying to figure out like my whole phone situation and totally missed your calls. I didn't even get no notification, right? I'm like crashing out. I'm like trying to get online. Don't know what's going on. Luckily, my brother was right there to help me and figured out my phone. Thank you to family, So, yeah. So he came in clutch for that one. So, but no, I'm glad to be here. I'm so sorry. I'm honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
Is this the lifestyle that's going on in Iowa or what? Like,
it's I'm new, so I'm getting a lot of things. I'm getting a lot of things on my schedule, and it's kind of crazy and surreal, and it's like I don't know how to juggle everything almost. So,
that's what they call multitask, huh?
Yeah, I'm working on that too. So, and I'm trying to build a better team. Just make TTKO more of like a whole brand than it is just me. But it's all me, and I love the whole thing. I love earlier when you brought up the video that was at the Chateau in Rochester, Minnesota. For wrestling. One of probably my biggest shows I've ever wrestled for. My debut for Minnesota as well. So that was really cool. And that was a Superman elbow. That wasn't a Superman like punch or anything.
Oh wow. It's like I was familiar.
I didn't want to do a Superman punch. I didn't want to like copy or anyway, but it is a little influence because I am part Samoan. I'm half Italian, half Samoan. So right now I'm trying to implement them in my moveset before I implement all of it into my origin story. You know what I mean? So
you're part Samoan is the one that actually went off in my head. I'm like, part Samoan.
Yeah, I am.
It just don't look like the part where people look at you. Do everyone get you confused with me? Do everyone get you confused with like another nationality or like that type of stuff? Or is it really like they just take off from what you just said?
I guess I get confused with a lot of other nationalities too. Like, I mean, someone's came up and just spoke a different language to me, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
You see, that's why I asked, because I was like, when you said that, it's like you look. I'm like, in my head, you look like an Israeli type of descent because of your face structure and shit. Like you can kind of like look at someone's face and be like, no, you're this.
Yeah.
Period. But you could be fooled because.
And now I got a thicker mustache, so I get a lot of different like, hey, you look like this, like you
got the carny mustache. I mean? You got the whole carnival mustache and shit like that.
Yeah, I know. It's a thick. This is probably the thickest my mustache has ever been.
Oh wow.
Everyone's liking the hair. Everyone's liking the goatee mustache. I used to just shave the mustache all the time. Like this was gone.
You will not look right.
Okay. See, that's
that shit, I don't know, bro. I can't imagine my shit out my face unless I had like a clean baby face. Like,
yeah.
if you did not have that, I don't know if it would have resonated with everything else about your like the look of yourself / your character.
Yeah, and I, you know, the facial hair came really late. Okay, so I'm just embracing it right now. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So,
But
when did you start this? When did you start this journey of becoming an actual professional wrestler? What was the moment that you declared yourself like, no, this is what I want to do, and there's nothing to it?
I kind of just like I had some personal. This is gonna get a little sad, but I had some personal issues kind of come through March, and I had a son that passed away, so it was just a tough situation all in all. I won't get too deep into it, and
though.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It kind of like, and I was in a tough spot in my life too, so I just didn't know what to really kind of turn myself to. So, and I've loved wrestling and all sorts of stuff, and I already had talked to Madhouse Wrestling before that happened, and a seminar came up in April, and I checked it out. Met Clay Cooper. Clay's an awesome wrestler, amazing, and he showed me around in the ring. The building just was like, I walked in, I was just like, it was set in stone right there. Like, I didn't even have to like fall on the ground or anything like that. Like, it was just set in stone. And then after that, I just like trained. I started to feel like this was right for me, like it would save me in a way, and it really did. I'm just grateful to be where I'm at right now, and have the support that I have in and out of wrestling. I think if it wasn't for that seminar, I probably wouldn't be at where I'm at right now. I'm not saying I'm absolutely perfect. I'm still trying to figure everything out, but I'm just super grateful. I think my brother, I think Madhouse Wrestling, Luke Raven and Clay Cooper, like, I appreciate those guys so much. They sorry, they make me feel super confident in myself, and like I'm super grateful to have them in my life. So it's just I'm just happy, man. I'm just glad to be where I'm at.
Yeah, man, I can totally feel that, and I can understand that. You know, the trials and tribulations of life can really, it can really do a number on a person. If you know, folks, and how you bounce back is pivotal.
Right.
How the world sees you when you have to, like, what's your next move after that is pivotal at most. But so now that we're actually on wrestling, so now you've been in the game for quite some time, right?
I've been in it since July, so I haven't been in it too long. Sorry, I'm just putting my phone on the charger. So yeah, I haven't been in it too long. I've been in it since July. So almost a year. We're getting up there. It's getting close to a year since I actually started training. So started training in April. Did my first match in July at Adventureland in Des Moines, Iowa. Altoona, Iowa, not Des Moines. That was super fun. Never thought I would not only wrestle, but wrestle at an amusement park. So that was
wow.
There was like roller coasters, and it was for like Oktoberfest too. So
great.
So it was a great crowd. Shout out to Adventureland for that. They kind of hooked us up on that one. So yeah, no, it was fun. I'm having a great time. I'm getting close to some wins, and I'm taking a lot of L's right now, but I'm just kind of crafting myself, seeing where I'm at. I think I'm, getting on top of all the hiccups that I actually do in the ring, and getting more better when I'm trained and when I'm actually in the match. So
absolutely.
You still gotta get more reps then, basically.
Yep. Absolutely. But right now, currently, for Social X Wrestling, I have this rivalry going on with Nick Stevens. I was really close to a dub in this last match, and JB Grizzly got right in the middle of it. I had to give him a good elbow to teach him his lesson. You know what I mean? The Heartbreak King don't mess around. And yeah, so it's going to be a good rematch coming up this next weekend. So
now the Heartbreak King.
Yes.
Question. And now is that a solo shot to Shawn Michaels, or is that something else?
Yeah, so it's multiple reasons. One is Shawn Michaels, HBK. I'm a big fan of. I more just like look up to his moveset and just like his charisma. Like he had just a persona like no other, like especially in his prime. Like everyone didn't like him. Everyone was jealous of him. Everyone loved him. Everyone went crazy for him. And I don't mind all of that right now. But I think the difference from the Heartbreak King and everything is I'm trying to make it more of a persona that people can get behind. You know what I mean? Like he was more in his prime, a heel, and kind of rubbed it in people's face. Yeah, I want to be cocky, but I'm cocky because I know I got you guys behind my back. You know what I mean? That's and my mission right now is I'm not the king. I'm just trying to earn the name, the Heartbreak King. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll never consider myself a king already. I'm just trying to carve that into me being the king.
Right.
So, but there's many different reasons, and the Heartbreak King TTKO is just me times 20. So I feel like I'm already full of myself. I'm just even more full of myself when I'm out there. So
now is that so is that shards of that is probably the reason why when it comes to your moveset is definitely a blend that, as we just saw in your highlight clip of Shawn Michaels. I did say AJ Styles. I seen a little stuff into that, but you try to stay away from it. What would you tell people who do not know you what your moves? Well, what your style is? What's your wrestling style?
I think any wrestler that's kind of been asked this question, you kind of copy from a little bit of everyone. You go into training just wanting to know how to do a move, and then your mentor was like, hey, this is how it goes. Sometimes your mentor is like, this is going to look a lot better for your moveset than it is gonna, you just want to do it because you really like the superstar, So when people ask me that, I just say a little mix of just Shawn Michaels and you guys kind of mentioned it earlier, like a little AJ Styles, Rob Van Dam. I just think of people that are more my stature, my build, that I can actually implement and do. So me doing a Batista power bomb is probably never going to be seen until I get a little bigger. but other than that, yeah, you'll see a lot of selling like Shawn Michaels or Nick Nemeth, which was also Dolph Ziggler, if people aren't caught up by now. So yeah.
And Heartbreak King, is that also a subtle way of saying that you're a ladies' man? Is that just a character? Is that real life? That's blended in between. What's it like?
Oh yeah. So okay, I guess like a little bit of it is like I grew up with just my mom, right? So like I was always around like women in a way, and like women would always tell me, "Oh, you would look good with this. You would sound good with this, or you should say this and it would sound better." You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna take all of that of what all the ladies had suggest and gave advice, put it out into the ring a little bit, but not be like, I'm better than your boyfriend. You know what I mean? Just if they love it, they love it. If they hate it, they hate it. Like I'm just being me, but I just want them to be behind my back. But I'm just full of myself. You know, it's a more edgier of a baby face. You know, because I've had this argument the other day with a friend. Because he was like, usually anyone that has a king persona is like a heel, and that's why I think my mission is just like I'm trying to earn that name. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a heel. I'm trying to have everyone behind my back, just so I can prove to you guys like I can fight for you guys and fight for myself too. So, and I can be that Heartbreak King, and you know, do a little dance here and there, show off if I wanted to. So, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see you walking out with maybe like some woman next to you, or maybe you might have a chick or in the audience that's already like a plant. You just go up to her, that type of shit, and just win that thing over. And that's how you're gonna get other women to be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I know.
That's how you can play the shit off.
I gotta get out there a little more so I can get like a little group going on and like just get a group chat going on and be like, hey, I'm gonna be at this show. Just make sure you're out there in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'll throw my fake money at you. I think that's what's so awesome about wrestling. Like once you go out there, you're like this whole like advanced persona or whatever, and it's just like you're in a whole different world, and you can set it up any way you want.
That's beautiful. Now, when it comes to that, we say wrestling. You're gonna be out here for March 14th, Supernova Wrestling Draft Night 2026.
Yes, I'm super excited. I'm super excited, man. When I got the message on Facebook, I was just super shocked. I was more thinking I was gonna say more of in the Midwest, you know, but after talking to him a little bit and working some things out, I'm gonna be right there, right in Massachusetts. And the biggest thing about that too is I said this in another podcast over the week. Like I was a big John Cena fan, you know. Grew up loving the guy, still love him. Like probably one of the dudes I'd look up to in wrestling. Probably moveset wise, I probably won't be able to do a lot, but I mean, it's just he's awesome dude. Just to actually in my debut year do it in Massachusetts. Maybe not exactly where he's from, but it's just
let me just say this: for me being a Bostonian myself, he's not from out here. He's from West Newbury. All right. It's just the only reason why he gets revered at the Garden, or if you go to the DCU Center in Providence, more. I mean, well, technically, maybe not that. Oh, no. No, that's the Dunkin' Donuts Center. That's in Providence. The DCU Center that's in Worcester. Any one of those two, he'll get rounds of fucking applauses for, because it's from West Newbury, and you get that, but he's not from the Bean.
Right.
Like I can't say Mercedes Moné, but she, like, if I can say she went to middle school, high school, and that type of shit like that, she's a Bostonian. Like, we can vouch for her. And people only came in to only do high school and college and shit like that. Technically, I can't really call you a Bostonian because you wasn't here all your life and grew up. I mean, if I would have told you what street is this lead to, you probably would know. You probably know if I say Idell's. You probably know if I said if you want to say like House of Blues, that type of shit like that. Certain cornerstones of Boston, if you would know that, I can't say that you're from there, but John Cena does get bigger applause in Boston. I just don't know why, because he's not really from the city.
I know.
That's something that I still scratch my head to to this very day. As much as I love the guy too, but it's like he's not from here.
Yeah.
We never see him
Such
walk
a
around our
smart
neighborhood like that.
He's just such a smart guy, you know,
Yeah.
like from him knowing all these languages to like knowing all these places and all these just random things of just like good advice too. Like if you've ever heard of him lately, he sounds like a monk. Like
Yeah.
like it's weird to compare him to that, but I'm just like, okay, a lot of stuff I'm implementing in my life right now, like, and it helps. So, but yeah, no, I'm really excited just to debut for Supernova Wrestling. Like, it just it's crazy that I'm even like going farther out from Iowa to debut for another show. So, super honored, like super excited. Like,
there's gonna be a lot more debuts, so don't worry. You're not the only one.
Yeah,
that's gonna debut that day. But if you guys will still get your tickets now. You know the pre-sales will be done by the end of tonight. It's going to be on the late bird deals afterwards. So tickets will be going up a little bit, but still going to be there. Or you wait till the day of the show. March 14, 2026 at the Neil Randolph Vault Theater in Lynn, Massachusetts. And don't forget, we're going to be here. It's going to be a war between Shark and Vortex. Who's going to go where? Who's going to get drafted where? And if you want to sponsor your guy, sponsor him. Trevor the Heartbreak King Olson. Yes, if you want to sponsor this and be a part of the sponsor a wrestler program here at Supernova Wrestling, you can by inboxing us directly. Hit us out, let us know, and in return, if the talent can, they will give their sponsor. They will give the sponsor a thank you box, which is an 8x10 or an 8x10 sign photo, whatever like that, complimentary. And a thank you note for being their sponsor. So if you want to sponsor the Heartbreak King, not Heartbreak Kid, King. That means technically you should be the kid right now. Shawn Michaels should be the king right now.
I know.
He is older and he is retired. So he should be able to start actually saying, all right, man, I'm not the Heartbreak Kid anymore. I'm the Heartbreak King. Let me switch it around.
It's a little back.
Like that, you can keep the Heartbreak Kid shit. Go nuts with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
fight him on it.
That's funny you said that because like before I got into it, I was just like thinking like I don't want to exactly use kid because I would actually need to ask the man himself that's a Heartbreak Kid still. And so I thought of like the Heartbreak Icon, the Heartbreak Legend, the Heartbreak King, and just like from asking like too many people, they're just like, I don't know, I like the tactical knockout like reference almost. And like also shout out TKO that works with WWE. Like I like I don't know, there's not too many guys that go by abbreviations anymore. You know what I mean?
No.
And you just don't ever like hear that or like actually hear that in the crowd. Like I feel like every show that I've been at, I've heard at least 1 to 10 to 20 people go TTKO or TKO, and I like the abbreviation because I don't need an announcer to say a whole mouthful for me. You know what I mean? But
but the ring announcer too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The Heartbreak King, Trevor Olson.
Yeah, right. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just very unique. You don't ever really.
The guy gives you like sparkles and shit like that. When like you walk up.
Oh my god.
I thought about putting like gold glitter in my hair and like flipping my hair back, and like not like just any glittering, just like the edible glitter, like that you could just squirt on like muffins and stuff. Like you could just put. Okay, don't ask me why, but there was edible glitter in my hair, and it worked really well, and like you could see it just go in the air, and it looked like a little anime TV show. Like,
Oh wow!
it was funny, but yeah, it was like for someone's birthday party. Like, it was funny.
That's funny. Char, you have any questions for Mr. Trevor himself?
And like you said, like a lot of like your like influence in your style comes from like like RVD and like AJ and Shawn Michaels. Who like what other wrestlers do you like look up to or take inspiration from in the whole entire world of wrestling?
So if we're just like speaking from a wrestler, just like that I just look up to just in general, or just like just like kind of like a Mount Rushmore kind of deal.
Kind of both. Like you can do it like a Mount Rushmore if you want.
Okay. Just because it's always hard to choose like one person. You know what I mean? I know I said HBK earlier, but if we're just gonna go like a Mount Rushmore type of way, it's more John Cena, just because I was talking about him earlier.
Right.
Shawn Michaels. More of just like the controversy than it is the look and the persona and all that. Like, I like cinematic and controversial stuff that happens in wrestling. Like, I like the talk about, not what it is about, the talk about right after, I'll have to put him up there for that. Obviously, I don't know why I'm saying obviously, because people will argue with it. Undertaker.
Yes.
He was Golden Boy. Like Bruce picked him out. Then Vince was like, "Let's go." After being hard headed about it, so he's obviously going up there. He's like a big storyline kind of person.
Yeah.
Like, he tells a story every time he enters the ring, even if he's not wrestling. So that's why I put him up there. Fourth, man, the fourth one's always the hardest.
It is.
I probably answered this the last time really good, but I feel like I've been thinking a lot this last week. I'm gonna just say Randy Orton, okay?
Ooh.
Just for the shits and giggles for it, just because he does a heel so well. Okay. Like, there was a period of time which, like, it appalls me now, because like I grew up watching him, right? Like the John Cena, Randy Orton rivalries, like epic, like gruesome, like kind of messed up, like and he just like he was just kind of messed up into it, like it was almost kind of like Heath Ledger Joker role. Like, he got into it, and I just you don't really see a lot of people do that. Like, a lot of people act their gimmick, but like, do we really believe that you are that gimmick? You know what I mean? Like, and I kind of I love that about him. Like, you don't know if like that's actually him outside of the ring or not, but he's just kind of a party animal now. So, but yeah, no, I think I'm gonna choose those four just to be safe. But I know I would usually choose Ric Flair, like, as like a number 4. Just kind of going back with the whole Randy Orton thing. He embodied the nature boy, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He took the name. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people know that. People just think he's just Ric Flair. No, someone else was Ric Flair before Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
That's wild, but true. It is that.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
No, I said fair. I said fat, but true. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, what I was going to ask was, out of the 4 that you just named out of your Rushmore, which one that you think that you can have a 5-star match with?
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, I want to sit there and ponder too.
Oh man, because now I'm like, I'm not thinking as a wrestler. I'm thinking as like, how would I book this? Like, who would I book it with, and how would I book it? You know what I mean?
This is all right. For preference, this could be anywhere, any promotion that say like for me, I'm your booker, right? This is my own vacuum company. I brought you and whoever out of these 4, and I said, pick and choose. You guys actually 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would say Randy Orton, right? Or what? I don't know. I just feel like cinematically and just like how we would portray our actions in the ring, story wise, it would make sense. Like, I just feel like we could tell a really good story, you know?
You have to play the heel though. He would have to play that Viper face.
I don't know. I feel like
you don't think that you can play a heel like that against Orton like that?
So this is really tough because like I really don't want to be a heel as of right now, and here's why. Okay, and like or would want to play as a heel. Like I would do it if it was absolutely necessary or if it made sense. But I think it's just because I'm a big loving guy. Like I'm a big people person, you know. I don't know. I would hate to look at a crowd and see like a 5-year-old flip me off. You know what I mean?
What?
That would break Chris Jericho. Like it happened to him. Like you remember that little blonde kid that just like and lifted up his abs like
that whole snake face and shit.
I know he had a good time, but on the inside, if that was me, I'm like, this kid truly like doesn't
like me.
Like he thinks he has better abs than I do, and like
that's wild.
I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that. So there was in the archives of TTKO before I even wrestled. I was a manager for another wrestler, Jason Wolf, and we had a show for Central Empire Wrestling. And I'm just walking around, just like looking at people, just being heel. And the other guy that was our manager, AJ O'Callahan, literally got punched in the face by an old man. Okay. And okay, let me set the story down. So we're walking around. It all started with me. Okay. I didn't do nothing. I'm just walking around. You can see in the video, this guy grabs a water bottle and pours it on me. And I turn around, and what I'm about to do next is like say, like, you're really going to do that to me? Like, you're really going to do that to me? And just like make myself like, I don't know, look like he'll not like fight the guy, but like when we talked later, AJ was like, I had to make sure you were safe because you're new. Just tried to take the water bottle from him, and then all of a sudden, just like you can in the video is really funny because AJ did not flinch at all, but the old guy just like went like really fast, like John Cena lightning fist fast.
Wow.
You got violent, huh?
Where's that old guy wrestling? Like he needs to be and man, after like it was normal too, but like he was like saying like, yeah, I really wanted to punch him because I don't like him. I'm like, that kind of set it stone for me right there. It's just like I kind of want to wait because, like, honestly, for me, I would want to be a heel after everyone loved me for way too long.
Yeah.
Like, I
Like, you
want
wouldn't
that
want
type
to
of
say you're welcome. Like, you wouldn't want to say,
You're a hero and live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah, right. Like, right now, I think it would make sense, like, if it was like a whole baby face like thing, like you went heel and then went baby face real quickly. But right now, I love being a baby face. I love the crowd. I love being a big people person. Just, it's awesome.
Fair enough. Fair enough to say. Oh boy, Char, I know. But one more question for you, and then we can wrap this up.
Yes. Close out. In the wide world of wrestling, who would you consider like the least most potential dream matches, whether it be in TNA, like Japan, AEW, WWE? What would be some of your dream matches that you would like to have in the future if you could make it happen?
So, I think goal-wise, like just like kind of an end goal, like what promotion I would really want to go to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think well, the dream has always been WWE. Like, I really want. I think the goal is like once I have like my grasp on that WWE championship, it don't even have to be the world title. It just has to be the WWE championship. I think that's just such a prestigious title, and just like any like thing that I could think back on that title, just there's so many good storylines and so many good matches with that title. I think that's the end goal, and then whatever happens after happens after. I'm really pushing towards that, whether if it's sooner than later or later. Like, I don't mind. I'm living the dream right now. Like, honestly, here's the thing. I've never done anything indies or like watched anything indies until I joined the indies. So like when people are like, I'm surprised you don't know this guy, or I'm surprised you don't know this guy, or heard of this promotion. I'm just like, just because
that was like a lot of us too. Like, no funny shit. Like, even for myself, I didn't know about our independent scene out here until about I think like 2017, 18. Was when I first actually like started hearing about the independent scene out here. That I was like, we actually have wrestling out here. When I did not know about this for X amount of time, like one particular wrestling company itself, UFO Wrestling, they used to start everything. They started back in like 2006 or something like that, 5 or 6, something like that. And then it just got bought out. Then now it's like Undisputed Wrestling Entertainment now, that type of shit. So I don't know what they're doing right now. But even for like a long time ago, like even like back in the day where there's no social media, no technology like that, anything like that, you had to go through like word through mouth. You had to go through, like,
everything was word of mouth.
Otherwise, you wouldn't know who the fuck to really know about any other shows in that type of stuff, unless you find posters around town in like that type of way. That's the only way. Back then, compared to how it is now, you can just go right on your phone. And it's over flooded because there are a lot of promotions using that shit.
Yeah, thousands, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, I've got into it really late, and I'm just content where I'm at right now. I love it. I definitely want more. I'm like craving for more, but I am still content where I'm at right now. I think end goal is WWE. If it's TNA before WWE, let's go. If it's AEW, let's go. Like, I think wherever this takes me, I think I'll be okay with the end goal. Because as long as I'm wrestling or doing something with wrestling, perfect.
Hey, listen, if you were able to be Shawn Michaels' stunt double in a movie, do that. If you can play him in the movie, do that.
I would. I would in a heartbeat.
So if you can do that, then you're in the ball game.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
And no, women, you played HBK in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, that rings a fucking bell. It's like the Ben Affleck's fucking treatment.
Before I go, my mom showed me this movie that he was in, and he was a whole different look. Like it made you like not see like Shawn Michaels. Like I can't remember what it was called, but
The Marine or something like that.
What'd you say?
The Marine.
I think so. No, that was the John Cena movie, I believe.
Because it was him, Miz, one other person played in that movie. Those series.
Yeah,
movies.
Randy Orton played in the Marine too.
But Randy Orton also played in 12 Rounds too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that.
And that was really good. But Shawn Michaels played this drunk guy, and I don't want to spoil it because I want people to look it up because it's really really crazy to see him in a role like this, because you can actually understand that, oh my god, he's always been so good at playing something different, and wrestling's crazy.
It is.
That's what's spectacular.
You find out so many things,
Yeah, for real. Through many people, interchange, and may know people that know people that know people, man. You never know, man. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah,
exactly.
You keep finding out stuff, keep learning stuff, and just keep getting involved into stuff. It's just awesome. I love it so much. It's this is a dream come true.
Oh,
I'm happy for you. And now that you actually came here,
let's go.
We tried to see. We will retry all this again. Now, like, just subscribe, ring the bell, and all the other good jazz. I'm not going to play the clips so that we already done our part when it comes to that. Like I said, Wrestle Sign Tomorrow, 11 a.m. We'll be back. The Mom Man back on Friday the 11th. Yeah, Friday at 11 with another set. Another special guest that's going to guest stars are going to be coming on the show. There's going to be more wrestlers coming on up until draft night. So y'all tune in and show your support your wrestlers, support your independent promotion, wrestling in general. And that's all you have to do. Trevor, you got anything to say before we bounce?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me along. Even if it was a little later, I just appreciate you working with me. I appreciate you guys just being a vibe. If anyone wants to check me out, TTKO, Trevor the Heartbreak King, anywhere that you find TikTok, so any social media, make sure you follow in on draft night and sponsor your boy, and make sure you stay in tune with the podcast because it's gonna get crazy.
Well, when the leagues is actually fully back next week, that's when everything will be back in full strength. So when that happens, Char won't have to worry about that anymore. So, we held down the fort. Shout out to the ladies that's at home. Galentines Day, Valentine's Day.
Feel better.
And
feel better, girls.
From me, Blackhart, and Char Moxley, excuse me, and the Heartbreak King, and Char Olson. We bid y'all a good weekend. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Champions, rebels, icons, and outlaws. If it happens in wrestling, we're breaking it down. It's Blackharts Angels.
Blackharts Angels, all eyes on us. Lights flash bright when we step up from the ring to the mic. We run this fight. Wrestling's our mission, we're locked in tight.
Tag teams clash, belts on the line. Who's next up? It's happening in wrestling. We're bringing it here. This is Blackharts Angels.